guys. We are in the very last day of the Cancer cycle today, which means that tomorrow the sun is going to be moving to Leo, and we're definitely going to be experiencing some major energetic shifts and changes this week. But if you want to know the message, the guidance, the advice that the planets are giving us today in terms of how we can best navigate this upcoming Leo cycle and the energetics moving forward, keep watching this video because I am going to talk all about it. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aubrey. Today is Wednesday, July 21st, 2021, and this is my astrological outlook for the day. And the first thing that we are going to talk about today is the position of the moon. Why? Because we're in the last day of the Cancer cycle. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So I want to check in first with the moon to see what the moon is talking about and what we can expect moving forward with the Leo cycle that begins tomorrow. And it works out pretty nicely because the moon is in late Sagittarius today. And you know what else is in late Sagittarius? The Galactic Center. So for the last day of the Cancer cycle, the moon, the ruler of Cancer, will be coming into a conjunction with the Galactic Center. And this is that point in the zodiac that represents the galactic universal God source code energy. All of the wisdom, all of the unconditional love and creative potential of that galactic energy emanates from the Galactic Center. And so when we have the moon aligning with the Galactic Center for the last day of the Cancer cycle ruled by the moon, it is really telling us that we need to, but it's also just happening. We have this infusion of galactic God source code energy that's coming in and that is going to be there to assist us as we transverse whatever challenges and difficulties come our way over the course of the next month. Now, we can take it a step even further from that because the Galactic Center right now is basically in a trine from both Venus and Mars in Leo. Venus will be moving to Virgo tomorrow, but for now she's still in Leo and in a trine to the Galactic Center. So this really, the way I'm reading it, whatever relationship conflicts we may have experienced yesterday with this square to Venus and Mars, they're being healed and infused with that galactic source code energy today as the moon conjuncts the Galactic Center and also trines Venus and Mars. So we are healing relationships within ourselves, and this is the theme that we're going to be encountering throughout this next month on an emotional level. There is tremendous healing energy, like gaining wisdom, gaining understanding, aligning with spirit to help heal relationships, and most importantly, our internal relationship with ourself moving forward through this next Leo cycle. So I'm reading that as a definite positive. We align with our higher selves today, the Galactic Center, with our moon, our internal nature, our emotions, and this energy brings us back into balance and harmony internally because it's the moon and in our relationships. Venus and Mars rule relationships, especially when they're together. And with the trine from the Galactic Center, we are just getting this infusion. It's just happening organically because it's a trine of this spiritual inspiration, the spiritual healing that's coming through. It's helping us come back into balance and harmony within ourselves. It's helping us to heal the relationship that we have with ourselves. And as a result of that, it's also having a very healing effect on the other relationships that we have in our lives. So over the course of the next month, internal healing and also external healing in regards to relationships will be a theme that we are being infused with. Now, today, like I said, is the last day of the Cancer season, and again, we are being told by the universe to have faith, and that the energies also indicate that there is actually yet more information coming to us that will help us grow and develop back into our authentic selves. Remember, we are all on this journey right now to come back into our original authenticity, to cultivate the potential that we have inside of us, to grow it, to bring it out, and to use it to serve ourselves and our communities, and to really create a life for ourselves going forward. This is the process, the transition into the age of Aquarius. It's happening on an individual level, one by one, which then snowballs into this grand collective of human potential operating from integrity and authenticity and the true value in full integration, wholeness within, coming back into our own power, the age of empowerment, the age of self-mastery, really, and that's where we're going. But in order to get there, we have this process, this hero's journey that we're on right now and where we're going. And the Sabian symbols today are a big aspect of the of my report and what I'm going to be talking about, and they are speaking about the fact that over this next month, over the Leo cycle, we still don't have all the information that we need, and there is still information that may have been hidden or locked away or inaccessible to us for some reason that is coming out right now and actually helping us to grow back into our authentic selves. And I'm saying this because of the positions of Venus and the positions of Mercury today for the last day of the Cancer cycle. And I'm just, the planets today are set up. It's the eve of the Leo cycle. So what they're discharging today is really talking about what is to come. And with the degree of Mercury today, and for those of you who are new to my channel or who don't know, some of the work I do centers around what's called the Sabian symbols, and these are a group of symbols that represent each and every one of the 360 degrees of the zodiac. And whenever a planet is at any one of the degrees, we can look at the symbol and it just gives us more information about the purpose of these aspects, about what is truly the underlying rationale from a universal perspective as to why these energetics are unfolding the way that they are. So I feel like the Sabian symbols are a valuable astrological tool, and I like to use them to gain more insight about whatever is going on any specific day. And today we have Venus at 30 degrees of Leo. She's moving to Virgo tomorrow. This will play a role in our shifts this week. But for today, that Sabian symbol is an unsealed letter, has vital and confidential information. So Venus is telling us that she has information that has been sealed. Now it's unsealed and it's been confidential, but it's also vital. So we're going to be gaining more information that has been withheld from us up until this point over the course of the next month. Also, Mercury is at 17 degrees of Cancer today, and that Sabian symbol is the seed grows into knowledge and life. So the way that I'm reading this is that we are on the brink this month. We're going to be getting new vital information that has been confidential or withheld up until this point, but it is helping us to grow from a seed into our potential. It's helping us to cultivate our potential. The seed grows into knowledge and life. We're going to be gaining knowledge this cycle. And remember, Mercury rules knowledge, and Mercury's at this degree. Mercury rules information. And Mercury's also going to be coming into a trine with Neptune retrograde over the next few days. And that is going to bring out a lot of information as well. That transit, this could be referencing that. Also, we have 2 full moons coming up this Leo cycle. Full moons expose things and shine the full light, so it could also be in reference to that. But we know that we're going to be gaining vital knowledge this cycle that is going to help us grow from a seed into starting to come into our true potential, and that is an aspect of this hero's journey that we're on. So I'm expecting, with the placements today for the last day of the Cancer cycle, heading into this next Leo cycle, that we're going to be gaining some type of information that is going to do some things to help us start growing, coming back into our authenticity and developing that inner potential. Let's see. So things are about to shift and change big time tomorrow. Now let's start talking about that. We have, like I said, the sun is moving to Leo tomorrow. Venus is moving to Virgo tomorrow. Saturn is changing degrees, retrograding back to 11 degrees of Aquarius tomorrow. So that in and of itself is 3 planets that are shifting majorly tomorrow. Saturn's a very slow moving planet. He's retrograde, so when he changes just even 1 degree, it creates a shift. The sun and Venus both completely changing signs. They are both going to be embodying and representing and bringing up within us totally different energies than we've had this year up till this point. So things are definitely going to be changing in more than one way tomorrow. And also Tomorrow, we are going to be having 3 planets discharging 0 degrees of their sign. And 0 degrees in astrology is a critical degree, and this is big. This is going to make a big impact also, and I will talk about that tomorrow in my report. But for today, we just need to be aware that we are on the brink of some major changes that are going to be happening the rest of the week. And remember, we also have a big full moon coming up Friday into Saturday. And, this is going to be causing some awareness and some changes as well. So we are in a week of shifts and changes. Today is our last day with this Cancer energy ruled by the moon. The moon is with the Galactic Center, telling us that we are receiving divine assistance as we transverse through this next Leo cycle that's coming up. So to prepare us for the shift tomorrow, we are being called to embrace the spirit of the revolution. Now, this is the next thing that I want to get into. Since we're reading the energetics today, and they are kind of indicating what's to come with these shifts and changes tomorrow, the degrees of the sun and the earth are relevant, okay? The sun today is discharging 30 degrees of Cancer, and that degree is a daughter of the American Revolution. So we are being called to embrace the spirit of revolution in our own lives and as a collective whole today. And there is just going to be a definite revolutionary spirit inside of us as we go through the next month. And that kind of plays into the rest of the energetics as well, because there are themes of courage, there are themes of a difficult journey, there are themes of coming back into our own power and standing down things that have controlled us or enslaved us, or that we have diminished our ability to really come into our true potential in any type of way up until this point. And now we are really being called back into embracing our own revolutionary spirit. This, again, in this symbol is representing the feminine, a daughter of the American Revolution. And I am interpreting things so much in terms of Venus right now, because Venus is playing a really crucial role in this transformational process that we're all going into, because what we really need to do first is come back into alignment with our own true self-love, our own self-worth, our own inner value. And that is going to do a lot to help us in actually coming back into wholeness and to coming back into our power and being able to create from our authenticity to build the lives in the world that we want for ourselves individually going forward, that then extrapolates out into a collective and really causes this whole shift into the age of Aquarius. And it's talking about the daughter of the American Revolution. Venus is leading our journey back to truth, wholeness, integrity, and authenticity as she leads the other planets in the zodiac right now. And now we know that she is doing it with a revolutionary spirit. So embracing the spirit of our own personal revolution is the advice that we are getting from the sun moving into the Leo cycle. And remember, the Leo cycle is ruled by the sun. So we should take the sun's advice seriously today. And that's what it's saying. So we are moving into a cycle where courage and confidence are really going to be our best friends, and really aligning with our own personal revolution, whatever that looks like individually for all of us. Now, another thing, the Earth today is at 30 degrees of Capricorn. The Earth is always in direct polar opposition to the sun. So if the sun is at 30 Cancer, the Earth is at 30 Capricorn. And that Sabian symbol is a secret meeting of men responsible for world affairs. So we may see, you guys, this cycle, we may see some upheavals in the status quo globally during this Leo cycle as the spirit of the revolution interferes with secret plans or power and control dynamics that have been set in place for a long period of time. We might be finding out those secrets or hidden plans in Venus's unsealed confidential letter containing vital information that she's talking about today, right? So today, really, we ultimately are being asked to trust God, to have courage, to act from our heart, and to be our own personal revolution. And just to take it a step further, we still have that yod, that finger of God aspect going on between Neptune retrograde, Pluto retrograde, and at the apex, what the finger is pointing to, it's Mars in Leo, talking about having courage, having bravery, having confidence in ourselves, and taking action to do what's in our heart with passion, with fervor, with confidence, with self-assuredness, and with faith in the divine. Moon conjunct the Galactic Center. And remember that Moon at the Galactic Center is also in a trine to Mars. So it's supporting Mars. And Mars still is at the degree today, a large camel crossing a vast and forbidding desert. So, you know, the next few months, this journey that we're on, we don't expect it to be easy. We kind of expect it to be vast and forbidding, and especially if it has to do with interfering with any type of plans that, you know, from a secret meeting of people in charge of world affairs, you know, as a metaphor for our own individual lives. So we need to be having courage and faith in ourselves right now, and we are also getting that faith from this infusion, from our connection to source, from our connection to universe, from our connection to the divine. And it is actually going to be there and available for all of us internally, because it's the moon over the course of this month as these energetics unfold. So that's really my report for today, you guys. There are not too many aspects in play today, but really today is setting us up for tomorrow, where there's like all the aspects in the world going on. So if you want an exciting astrology video, tune in for my video tomorrow, because there's a lot going on energetically tomorrow. But for today, we're really just talking about what's to come, a daughter of the American Revolution, an unsealed letter containing vital and confidential information, the seed that grows into knowledge in life, a secret meeting of men responsible for world affairs, and a large camel making its way through the vast and forbidding desert. We are on this hero's journey. We are on the journey back to originality, back to authenticity, back to our true selves, and coming back into our own self-mastery, our own power through this healing process that we're going on now. And the planets are just talking about how we're going to be getting more information over the next month that's really going to help us go through this process of growth and coming back into internal wholeness. And we're going to be learning a lot, and ultimately where we turn though internally through any issues that we are struggling with is back to our faith, and that should help in relationships. And really it's all about, at this point in time, cultivating the relationship with ourself, cultivating the love that we have for ourselves, our inner value, our self-worth, and then that will translate into more positive and healed external relationships as well. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. Again, tomorrow's going to be a big day. Lots and lots of shifts. 3 planets at 0 degrees. We got a lot going on this week, and things are going to be changing and shifting energetically, and we're ready for it. So if you guys liked my report for today, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell if you want notifications every time I upload a video, share it with your friends if you think they would be interested, and leave me comments. I absolutely love you guys' comments. Also, I have a Facebook group and I have a Facebook page if you're into it, if you want to come on over there as well. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tune into my astrological outlook for the day tomorrow if you want to know what is going on in terms of all the shifts and changes that are happening tomorrow. See you guys then. Bye.